So I think the fans being back at Aston Villa's ground, massive support against Newcastle in the last game. It was a sold-out Villa Park, the whole end, that atmosphere. A lot of this Aston Villa team have not played under. You know, a lot of them have been new signings in this Aston Villa team that haven't played under a full house at Aston Villa. Seeing their quotes after the game, they couldn't believe the atmosphere, they loved it. And I think that's what got Aston Villa the result. I think Dean Smith is a great manager for Aston Villa. There's not many teams that have a manager who supports their team as their manager. It's very rare you see that, especially in the top leagues. When you come in from Brentford, he's been unstoppable in his managing. He got Aston Villa promoted with I think it was a 10-game run. He's kept them in the Premier League. Last season, he started playing a different sort of football, attacking football that the fans want to see at Villa Park. He's getting the chance to bring in his own players that he wants. Danny Ings signing for Aston Villa was massive. I think it was very clever from Aston Villa, the way they revealed him the day that Grealish left. It gives the fans a lot of hope because everyone's seen what he's done at Southampton, at Liverpool, scoring goals. And in a game which was very tight against Newcastle, it was crying out for someone with a bit of brilliance, and Danny Ings steps up. He's done that his whole career, and he's going to be the player that I think can get Aston Villa into Europe this season. You know, he's got Watkins to come back in and play alongside him. They're going to terrify defenders when Dean Smith plays two up front. Tyrone Mings, for me, very underrated by the media and by pundits. I've watched him play a lot for Aston Villa. He's got the pace, he's got the aggression, very good in the air, doesn't really get beaten 1v1. And for me, probably the best defender that Aston Villa have had since Paul McGrath. So big clubs like Arsenal and Spurs going through a tough time at the moment in the league. There's no better time now for clubs like Aston Villa, other clubs as well, West Ham, Everton, to try and break into the top 6, top 4. You know, the top 4 is probably set in stone now, but 5th and 6th, it's open for a lot of teams, and I think this is the season where Aston Villa can really get their players firing, get the new signings firing. For me, another underrated player at Aston Villa is John McGinn. I've watched him since the first day he got into Aston Villa. I think everyone was shocked at how good he was. You know, Aston Villa got him at a cheap price from the SPL, and he's been outstanding. He offers a great left foot. He's very strong in the middle, likes to tackle, and you've seen his recent performances for Scotland. You know, he started scoring more goals in his game. So Aston Villa, they've got a lot of bright young players. The one that stands out for me is Chukwuemeka. He's a very talented midfield player, can play anywhere in the midfield. Great athlete, and what I'm hearing from some of the senior players is that he's the one to watch. He's the one that will break into this Aston Villa side. And there's not just him, you know, there's so many players coming out the Villa Academy. I think the Villa Academy is the best in England at the moment for producing players. Players like Louis Barry, Brad Young have both gone on loan. And that's what you want to see, you know, you want to see Aston Villa start getting these young players out on loan, and the ones that are really going to get a chance to break into the first team being given some minutes. So speaking to some of the Villa players, the senior players, the mood in the dressing room is great. The whole dressing room get on. There's a good amount of young players that are involved in the first team, and it's a real positive feeling at Aston Villa this season, and I think the players really do feel that they can break into Europe and have a positive season and finish higher than they did last season.